Hey, some people asked about a little retrospective for the year. I do have new editing software, but I just haven't really felt like doing that right now, especially since my controller is still busted. I actually just ordered a new controller last night, so it should be here by maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. So I probably won't be doing too much D-pad intensive stuff like Knights of Valor, or unless I really want to. Overall, I think this has been a great year for the channel. I know I've talked about my personal stuff at length on here, but like this month was my most successful month in terms of revenue, pretty much since I started being partnered, so about 5 years ago. And what I've decided I'll be doing is that once I get that money, I won't see anything from that until February. I'll probably start doing the fundraiser. I have put some thought into the fundraiser, and I thought what I would like to do is maybe I could do commission videos again or requests. I would do a stream. A lot of the speedrunners do that for their AGDQ funds, but I don't really have the concurrent viewership to really do that. I think it would just make me get burnt out and would most likely just be like one person donating. I don't think that's a good way for me to do it. Lately my stream viewership has been like almost in the negative numbers lately, so I don't think I'm gonna do it that way. And let me know what you guys would think. I could do commission videos like I have in the past. Obviously it would have to be limited to the games that I already own, but I have such a big library on here, I think I could probably manage to do that. So overall, I've spent a ton of time just playing so many games this year. I mean, there's been a multitude of guides I've done. I found that guides are pretty much my calling. Some people like raw gameplay, but it seems like most people just want guides because there's not really a whole lot of information on a lot of these games. There might be a couple people posting stuff, but for the most part, it's it's just people playing the game or not being any good at it. So I've decided that's what I'm going to be doing from this day forward. I'm going to be focusing on guides. I will still do raw gameplay, but I'm not going to expect viewership for them like I have in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple Tempest Steel runs while I talk about things. Right now they've got this event where you just get unlimited lives as long as you don't lose all your lives or you don't rage quit. All your lives are refilled. So I'm going to go ahead and farm some Tempest Steel here. I got my Dark Weapon last night. This is probably the best possible weapon I could get. As you can see, dark attacks inflict 44% extra damage and aerial attacks inflict 27%. So that is 73% extra damage basically all the time. So I'll need to awaken this. I will need to spend some real money to do that. But I should be able to do that tomorrow when Patreon comes in. Also, I'll be giving SK Firewall his yen card for Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi. If people are interested in a Fight and Rage giveaway, I can probably manage that too before the sale ends. There's not really anything else on there I particularly want. I also have this Tonfa here. This is what I'm using to kind of get to the end game. 13% chance to break foe super armor is really good. Basically it means you can juggle everything. The 26% chance to dizzy is not that great, but better than nothing. And weapon damage plus 50, so it does a pretty hefty amount of damage. So I think some of my most successful games this year would definitely be Tales of Berseria. I think that performed better than basically anything else I did. And Tokiden 2. Both of those games performed exceptionally well. Way better than I was expecting. I didn't think Tales of Berseria would do that well simply because it's a more well-known series and more people create guides for it, but I guess I know life that game pretty much. I played it like, I don't know how much I was playing it a day, but I went through it pretty quickly. I also had the cheat engine code to have like triple run speed, so that kind of made up for the time that I wasn't playing due to the AI bug on the PC version. And Tokiden 2, honestly, I was expecting that to do pretty well because most hunting game players are purists and they don't like the Tokiden series for whatever reason. Everyone has their reasons. I have reasons why I don't like Monster Hunter, so it's not really a big deal, but I was kind of expecting that game to perform well, as I knew most other people wouldn't cover it. So also, aside from the fundraiser and stuff, I would like to know what other guides people would like to see for this game. I think I basically covered all the bases. I might be able to cover Expedition Mode now that I have a pretty decent endgame character. People would like to see that. This room always goes bad, especially if you have a fire weapon. So go ahead and let me know what content you enjoyed the most on the channel this year. I know that I've played a ridiculous amount of games. This year is just bonkers for games in general. I've seen like people's are putting out top 10 lists and stuff. I thought about doing that, but I just felt like I don't know. I didn't really feel like too many people would care. But it's pretty telling that I've barely played any of the games that people have are commonly mentioning on their top 10 lists. Yeah, his passive's not that great. I'm not really sure how to build him because I haven't put much time into him yet. So I'm basically out of allies at this point. I'm running low on them, so I'll probably do like 1 or 2 more runs. But I just wanted to get feedback from you guys on how I can improve the channel. I think that, like I said, doing guides has been one of the best boons for me in terms of keeping this sustainable. Obviously, the Patreon assistance I get helps, but if I was just doing raw gameplay like I used to, I don't think I'd be able to continue doing this at all. I don't think there's a shortage of people playing these games, it's more a shortage of people who can or actually do make guides. So that's why I put more focus on them. It's just obviously that takes more time than just playing the game and having the mic muted, so sometimes I just put up raw gameplay just to take a break. I do this every day, so it does get difficult sometimes. I really hope that Tokiden 2 will get more content. I think my biggest complaint with that game was just that there wasn't a whole lot to do. Apparently there was supposed to be more DLC, but they just kind of abruptly stopped doing it. I think the game just didn't meet their sales expectations, so they just kind of stopped. Which is a shame. I thought it was a great game. I thought there were so many elements of it that were better than all the other hunting games I've tried. It's obviously held back by a small budget and probably not having any kind of approval to continue supporting the game. You can see how fast this is going. I need a whole bunch of Tempest Steels. Fortunately, the game is not giving in to me, probably because I'm recording.
Wu He之柱.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Overall, I think this has been a great year for the channel. I will definitely continue to keep grinding it out. In terms of next year, like I said, I will be probably playing DBFZ. Past that, there's not really a whole lot that's been announced. Like I said, in January and February, I'm going to put some significant focus into getting a Switch funded, simply because it's actually getting some good games now, and I think it would be a good... it'd be beneficial for the channel, especially to get it in advance, because apparently there's supposed to be a Nintendo Direct, I guess, at some point next month, and they're probably going to announce some heavy hitters there. What I would probably do is I will try to get the Switch funded and a Pro Controller, because I'm sure you know the Joy-Cons don't have like an actual D-pad, and I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of 2D games on there. So that's the plan. Let me know if you guys have any feedback. If you want to request any videos now or have them commissioned, you can go ahead and let me know now, and I'll try to get to them while I can, especially since right now it's kind of a dry period. Anyway, thanks to everyone who supported me. I was not expecting so much positive feedback on the giveaway video, people understanding my personal stuff and the donations and stuff. It really means a lot to me, and I'll do my best to keep entertaining and educating you guys. Peace.